Oh boy. Okay. So yesterday that put would have really paid off, taking the put from here to here. We did close at not close, but we did bounce at opening or closing print on Friday. Although although if you had taken a swing, it really wouldn't have paid off much at this point. Um, we rejected at this previous supply that was formed, and of course, if I look at ES, it looks like we are bouncing at or just below the top of the bull flag, but if I change this to use log scale, nothing changes. Okay. Wow, dude. I don't know. I'm not a fan of this program. Anyway, so if I bring over my other chart and increase the size of this chart for ES, you can see we're chopping just below the bull flag. And you know what? This could technically be, and this is the other October trend line I was talking about where we rejected yesterday. I'm going to change this to red. Sorry, I spent most of my night just constantly waking up, tossing and turning. So I'm out of it as usual. So I don't know. I'm trying to figure out why this looks like it's chopping just below the trend line, whereas this it's chopping just above. I'm just so annoyed with Thinkorswim is just it's a bloatedly overcomplicated program. So I don't know. I think the guy who runs Trade Brigade channel loves Thinkorswim and he knows it pretty well. I'm not a fan. So whatever. I guess here it's chopping around just above whatever the trend line, the bull flag, and on the other one it's chopping just below, whatever. Here it didn't reject at that trend line, um, that October trend line. Even if I put this at a 10C, the other October trend line is way up here. But in other words, in any case, 4075 is where we rejected. That's the one thing that's common for both charts. Um, so, and again, this one is using log scale. This one is not. So, I don't know. If I take log scale off here, there it is. That's how it's supposed to look. At least, I don't want to say supposed to, but this seems to make sense. All right, I don't have too much time. I woke up to a bunch of work, but thankfully my sister did some of it for me at midnight at 1 o'clock in the morning. I was already passed out in bed at that time. Okay, so let's see Adam Mancini's tweet. All right, after a 160 point vertical squeeze, great. I love how he makes these metaphors about how it's like it rocketed up 160 points, and of course me being the idiot that I am, the worst trader that's ever existed, I somehow lost money on this vertical squeeze. ES is finally basing 24 hours now to set up next leg triangle. 4048 was support to keep 4060 in play, and we held 4048 and bounced. I don't know where this triangle is. Maybe he put it in his newsletter, which I admit I didn't read it all last night. Um, I've just grown so fed up with trading. So I don't know where he sees a triangle forming. Plan today 4048 to 4040 support. So basically from here, down to here, as long as above 4078. Why 78? Maybe if I change this to a 4 hour. Nope, that's 4 zeros. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe it's on a 15-minute. Okay, yeah, on a 15-minute. That makes sense. I guess I'll just adjust this period. Well, for me, I have 7-9, but whatever. 4093, 4078 in play. 4040 fails. We start the sell to 4020. So it appears we may have another bounce here before the run. Okay, so why is this different again? Oh, because I changed the time frame. That's right. With Thinkorswim, you change the time frame and everything gets messed up. I'm going to take the log scale off here just so I can have, or I'm going to put it on here and then keep it off on the other. You know what? Now I forget which one has, which one. This one doesn't have. Wow, I'm blown away now. I'm blown away. Yesterday, even though I had them both on the same time frame, they didn't look the same. And they still, they still really don't. They still really don't. Whatever. I can't with Thinkorswim. I just can't. All right. So 40. Let's put this on a 15 and see if we can find. Yep, there it is. Although, why did I put 407 here? I put this here for a reason. Maybe it was a 30-minute, or was it the hour? No, the higher time frame I go, yeah. Oh, this is a solid 4-hour resistance here. Yeah, I should put it. Or I want to adjust this, but it looks like we rejected off of this several times. Okay, I'll just do another one. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Okay. I'll go back to the 15. I don't know where I got this one from. I really don't. I don't know if that was a 5-minute or what. I put it there for a reason. I have no idea where I got it from. This is hilarious. Oh, this was the first supply that formed. And then it got retested twice. And then that's when the rejection happened. Man, what a good play this would have been, man. Alright. So I need to try and figure out, oh, closing print. Let me move this. Actually, let me just change this to the support. I think that's equivalent to yesterday's. ES is 4048. Bring it down a little bit more. Okay, what else was I trying to do? I can't think. There's one part of my head screaming, I have to do this work for this other thing. Oh, let me change this chart. Okay. Oh, let's take a look at VIX and see if anything's new there. So we had our rejection here at this 15-minute, although I should change this now to a 30. Let's see if it shows up in the hour. Yep, very clean hour. So I wish I had noticed this as well. But what I find interesting is we had this rejection off the hour, and then it fell, and I guess this is where it bounced at 4048, and then the rejection overnight again, and now we're rallying. I guess what'll be good to see is this come to this and then reject, which would be confluent to ES dropping down to 4040 and then bouncing. So I gotta keep an eye on this. Alright, that's it for the day. As far as the plan, I'm just gonna have to wait for a pullback. Let me do the closing print. Oh yes, it's down here. So this is the closing print, interestingly. I'm just gonna change the color just so I can remember where it is. I forget to change it back. I watch weeks from now. I'm like, why did I make this color? I don't remember. Alright, so we are now at 4052. So yeah, the plan is wait to see if this thing forms a clean demand between 4048 and 4040 and watch VIX and see if we get a rejection at that daily and then take this long. Otherwise, I have no other plan. Alright, I just finished my morning shower routine. I was gonna wait until the morning bell, but decided, you know what, I'm gonna go do it now. Because I don't know if it's gonna get busy later on. So although it would seem from this view, this is 50 minutes right, that we are basically going nowhere. What is weird though is that on VIX we are dropping, which is weird. We're dropping on VIX even though we're also dropping on SPY. You know, that makes no sense. On ES we are still above support. Looks like we're bouncing off of, well, on this chart we're bouncing off of this trend line and also off of support. However, on the other chart that isn't using log scale, right? We are above that line. So I guess it's just a waiting game to see what happens. Okay, tweet from Adam Mancini. Interesting. I didn't even know this was going to happen. I wonder if he mentioned this in his newsletter, but again, I haven't had a chance to look at it. Powell is supposed to be speaking at 10 a.m. We just tested 4048. It looks like we're bouncing. I just realized I haven't even opened up an option. So the hope is that we might make it to 4060 next. 407 is the only thing I can probably afford. Oh, maybe 406 since this is dropping. Oh, I'll just keep it on 407. I'm sure the man hasn't even opened his mouth yet, and look at this thing's dropping. Oh, somebody took a put from the bell this morning and held it until this little meeting. Alright, so after 4048, the next support was supposed to be 4020. Imagine if you didn't know that Powell was speaking and you just followed your plan. You saw 50-minute demand, and you saw complement to the trend line, yada yada yada, and you went long. What a burn, right? This was supposed to be like a support zone. I'm just gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna put this back on SPY. October trend line here. Let's go to 406. Man, if only could have taken this short. But there's no indication that this was going to drop. Oh, well, not really. Not really. Let's look at VIX. Powell's supposed to start speaking at 10. This started exactly at 10. Full rejection, or I guess bounce from this 4-hour zone here, which I'm going to adjust ever so slightly. Anyways. Well, 4020 is coming up in a moment. This is sort of a last ditch spot, I think. Interestingly, the drop between yesterday and this drop here almost wipes out, not quite. Let me zoom this back to a 1515. And let's go to Friday. Friday we started rallying here. So we've already wiped out about half of Friday and yesterday's rally. What I would like to see is a 50-minute demand form just around 4020, then a retest, and then we go long. And again, we are, to show you ES, we are approaching 4020. Let me adjust this line. Actually, I like it where it is. If it drops slightly below, so be it. My man's been talking for all of 5 minutes and SPY's dropped 3 points. On VIX, we're approaching that daily here. Let me move this to a 115. I would like to see a rejection at or below this. Looks like we just bounced off 4022 on ES. See if there's any responses to Adam Mancini's tweet. Nope, nothing special added. It does appear that the bulls are trying to keep 4020 from failing. I wonder for how long he's going to be speaking. I would assume at least a half hour. Let's find out. We've broken 420. Uh-oh. Fed likely needs to raise rates higher and possibly faster, Powell tells lawmakers. Oh, this is not going to be good news. Man, then I wish I had taken this short. Well, I didn't get to find out how long he's going to be talking, but I did find out that this is definitely not a good time to go long. I'm just curious about the short that I should have taken. Oh my god, dude. Wake the F up, Kevin. 39. Let's see if I had chosen 399. Oh my goodness, look at this beauty. Oh man. And I've heard rumors that he was definitely going to say that interest rates need to be raised more and faster than before. Oh, look at this, man. A couple options here. All right, if 20 fails, what's next? I have 4,000, which would be about 398. Damn it. I should have gotten short earlier. Honestly, I love the idea of taking shorts, taking puts, because they can be so quick and so dramatic. I mean, look at this. Just it's, what's the saying? I think the saying is an escalator up and an elevator down, which I never really understand that analogy. Aren't they both kind of the same speed? But anyways, yeah, so we did not get that rejection at VIX. In fact, I'm curious how much further VIX has to go. Oh yeah. I am curious. This is risky. I probably shouldn't do it. There's just too much volatility here. But I'm curious about taking this short and seeing if we can squeeze just a little bit lower. But we're at weekly support here. But I don't have a support for SPY. I mean, for ES. Well, no, I have 4010, but I don't know if that really is a support. I don't think it would be. It looks like this is going to drop some more. All right, you know what? It's risky. I might have lost it. Okay, too late. I'm a bit nervous about taking this short when we're at this weekly support. Granted, I don't have anything for VIX, and I don't have anything for ES. Well, ES, I think I still have the 4,000. Where's the January 22? Oh yeah, it's way down there. Anyways, yeah, I guess it's a good thing I didn't take this short. But for all I know, this is just a pullback before it falls back down further. It's just amazing how I'm never on the right side of a trade, and if I am, I always exit too early for a loss or for a small gain. All right, bulls have recovered 4020 on ES. Let's switch it around and see if we form a demand. Let's go for 405, which is close to the overnight high. We've fallen below that daily on the VIX. This is quite the pushback on the bull side. 2 minutes until this 15-minute candle closes. Bulls have lost the 4020, but only slightly. Speaking of which, on ES, I'd say we're about a couple of points, a point and a half above the bottom of the bull flag. On ES with that was SPY. I'm sorry. We're just above the bull flag. On ES though, we're well above it, with or without log scale. But my bull flag, I mean, I don't know what everyone else has. And again, my charts tend to look nothing like anyone else's, just a loaded mess. My fear is that it looks like we may be forming on a 30-minute, a head and shoulders. Well, if this is a head and shoulders, we've already fallen. So, I mean, it's already made its pattern. And I wish I had noticed this before. Well, it looks like that short that I was going to take, what was it, 399? Or was it 398? I think it was 398. Of course, I have no idea where this is going to turn around, if it's going to turn around. Although, no, technically speaking, bulls it came back up to 4020 and then rejected at 4020. So there it is. So I gone long, I mean short here. But I still think it's a risky move. Oh my God. Well, I'll be back. Oh, and I before I go, we've lost VIX. The Jesus Christ. Not the option. We came back below the daily, lost it again, so we're going back down. Lost 4020, so yeah. When the dust settles and it looks like we're forming some sort of demand somewhere. Oh, look. This is what the bulls would want to see. Form a demand right here. Let's see if they can pull it off. Form a demand here. Retest it. But this candle's just begun, so 2 minutes into this 50-minute candle. Let's see what happens. Okay, in just a short time, maybe a couple minutes, this went from a red candle almost about to break through, and it just powered up. So here it is. We've got the 50-minute demand forming. What I need now is for this to retest, but my worry is that it may not do that. We've already recovered 4020, and we're about to fall under that daily on the VIX. So the question is when to get in. I'm just going to try 39. So much for that. Alright. I guess it's going to be 50. I should have waited for a bigger pullback, but I'm worried it's not going to happen. Wow, we've already dropped from the daily on VIX all the way back down to here. Wow, just what a reversal. Unfortunately, I think as usual, I got in too early. Anytime I want a pullback and I wait, it doesn't happen, and then I jump in, the pullback then happens. We're still above 4020, but it looks like we're losing it. Wonderful. Now I'm $10 down. I should follow my plan. I should just wait till this candle closes, which granted is going to be like another 10 minutes. No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And then wait for the other candle to form, retest, and then take it long. At least that's my strategy, but sometimes it doesn't do that. It doesn't retest. It forms a demand and it just goes. But I should have waited. I could have gotten in now like 40. Well, maybe I should just put my buy-in at the previous low point, maybe $2 above. I'm thinking about the seasonality chart, the one that Adam Mancini showed. we're supposed to rally the rest of this month. But my chart, which I think obviously is a different data point, it shows that we don't start rallying until the second half of March. So I don't know. So annoying. I should just put my buy-in at 37, 38. Wait for it to pull back. I know I obsess over trying to catch the bottom, but it's because for me, if I can catch the bottom, I can have a wider stop loss, and it's less stress on how much of a drawdown you're gonna have. Because what's happening now is I'm in hope mode, and I hate being in hope mode. Hope mode is I've lost money. This is it. I'm in the negative. I've lost money. Now I'm hoping that the price will turn around and go in my favor. And I hate being in hope mode. The mode I prefer to be in is I'm in profits. Now I hope I can get more profits. But that almost never happens. And in fact, I need to go ahead and put my stop loss soon because I'm at 50. I guess I'm going to lose like $15. This should be below here. You know what? I just have to I have to watch, pay attention. Yeah, I mean, I'm now $15 in the hole, which for my small account is not chump change, man. That sucks. And we're just at 4020. Looks like we're gonna lose it. It would be nice if the bulls can A, close this candle above to form that 50-minute demand. I just realized we rejected at VWAP and this October trend, and B, start the next 15-minute candle above this point. I really should have waited till this candle closes. I wish I had done that. But the response from the bulls was so dramatic. At least initially. At least up until I got into the trade, which hilariously I got in at 50. Remember, that's about as high as that is about as high as it got. Yep, see? I could have jumped in now, or I could have, what I should have done is my normal plan, wait for this to come back down somewhere here and then get in. And hopefully the bulls can turn it around and bring it back up. But instead, like a fool, I got it way up here. I mean, we're talking almost $15 I could have not risked. Now bulls will need to break through this and VWAP. Where are we on VWAP on ES? We're a bit below that. We're also below one of the January trend lines that I have for ES, the January low trend line. So bulls have a lot of work to do to get past this point. We also have that 4-hour point on VIX, so we need to go down and break past this to get down further, which I don't know if it's going to happen. Part of me wants to just exit if we can get close to 50, so I take, instead of a big loss, a small loss, or at least break even. But if we can break past this VWAP and this trend line, and also the other trend line I have, the October low trend line on the ES, if we can break past that, we could make it back up to 4040, which is going to be the next level. If this can get to 4040, then I may actually amazingly make some money, shockingly. But see, this is what frustrates me. If I had waited to get in at the pullback here at, say, 33, 35, then I'll already be in profits. I won't be stressing right now. I didn't follow my own plan. We've broken past VWAP and the trend line here. We've broken past the trend line on ES. This trend line, oh, of course, it looks different on my other chart. We've already broken past it on my other chart that isn't using log scale. Now, of course, we need to get past VWAP on ES. At least VWAP is the same spot in both. And 4040 is going to be the next problem. And the longer it takes to get past, the more screwed up it's going to be for me, because theta decay. I should choose a sell point though. Where's 70? That's around 403. No idea if it's going to get up to that point. Bulls are struggling to get past, both VWAP on ES. We're just below VWAP on ES, but I just noticed this on VIX. We need to get past this hour. We need to break past this and drop. What's next after that though? Okay, this daily. Yes, if we can break past this and work our way down here, that would be excellent. That would be excellent. Damn it. We need to break past VWAP on ES and make our way back up to this trend. Well, we're beyond the trend on the other chart, but at least to make our way back up to 4040, which I think we may break past that. But see, what's frustrating is if I had gotten in at 35, I can set my sell limit at 65. Should I take this off? Or should I just go ahead and take my $20 profit? Well, maybe even asking that question too soon. We don't know for sure if we're going to push that high. We've just formed a clean 30-minute demand though. Oh, we're still trying to get past VWAP on ES. I have a feeling though once it does, this is going to push hard. Let's try going up a little bit higher. We're still trying to break through that 1 hour. Nope, we're rejecting on VIX. We're not able to break under this, which is unfortunate. Patience, patience, patience. I probably should just put this on 70 and be glad of $20 profit. But I think 4040 on ES. Well, you know what? I'm here talking about where 4040 would be on ES compared to here. We're at 4035. We actually hit 4040 on ES and rejected. So I should have sold already. Oh, we didn't quite make it there. Trying to think what I should do is put my sell limit at like, because now I'm back in the negative. How high did this go? 60? Yeah. Maybe I should have taken my $10 profit and just called it a day. But yeah, if I had gotten in at 35, although I would have probably wanted to sell at 65, we didn't even make it to that point. And now once again I'm $10 in the negative. I was 10 in positive. Should have sold there. Now 10 in negative. Oh yeah, this is completely turning around. Is Powell still speaking, I wonder, or this is just... Great. Now on VIX, we went back up above that 4 hour. We couldn't break past that 1 hour, and we've gone up above the 4 hour. And this is not good. This is not what I want to see. Now my only hope, and I hate having hope, I hate hoping, because my hope never satisfies. Hope never comes the way I would like it to. I need this to reject and come back down here. And this has got to turn around and come back above 4030. We need to reclaim VWAP and this trend line for ES. Definitely not looking good. I can't sit here all day. I really should have just sold once I got above 50. Should have definitely sold at 60, taken my $10 profit. I would have made up for some of the losses from Friday and just called it a day. Because now at this rate, it looks like bulls are going to lose 4020. We're still above that 30-minute demand. That formed, ironically, exactly at 4022. But this is now turning into a hammer candle, an upside down hammer candle. I don't know what it's called, but man, I gotta make my smoothie. Come on, bulls, let's just push this up before lunchtime. Let's get it above VWAP at least, please. I need to focus and issue an order 66 on the bears. Two minutes until this candle closes. It would be really good if this candle can close above the close of the previous candle, and even better if it can close above VWAP or above this trend. And since this is going to be the close of the, no, this won't be the close of the 30 minutes. That's stupid. Still got like 15 minutes left on the 30. I cannot believe this candle got all the way up to here and I didn't sell. And yeah, if I had gotten in down here at like 35, that is bad. Oh man. All right. Now I've lost $25. I should have sold at break even. That's it. I'm gonna put the exit at 20, and that will be a $30 loss for the day. That would be one of my biggest losses I've had in a long time. We've lost that 30-minute demand now. It's gone. And we're about to lose the 15-minute. There it is. There it is. Last week I was at $89 or $85. Oh, remember though, this is how it works. This is why I'm so glad I'm making these YouTube videos, just to show how obnoxious this whole thing is, this trading thing is. If this thing turns around now and starts to rally, that would be hilarious. That would be an ironic slap in the face. Oh man, dude, just wow. I started off the day at $70. Now I'm at 38 bucks. Essentially a large pizza from Domino's. I don't know. I have no idea how much pizza costs. I haven't bought Domino's in years. But wow, just wow, what an absolute freaking slap in the face. Just I hate this so much. I really do. I can't stand doing this. I Think of any career, anything. I don't know, personal training. I'm personal training. No, I'm trying to think of something. Just a random career, a random job. Any random job. There's trial and error. You make mistakes, you learn from the mistakes, and you do what you do. You learn the system, you learn the patterns, whatever. I suppose with sales, maybe it's a little bit of a gamble because you can try and take a risk and hope that your product sells when it doesn't. I don't know, but this is such random gambling ass BS that I it's just you can do everything right and still fail. And look, what did I tell you? My God, I effing fucking hate trading, man. So let me get this straight. It turns around and drops right to $1 where my stop loss is. I need to just stop using stop losses. I just need to stop bothering with it because anywhere I put my stop loss and it sells, price turns around. You cannot make this effing up. You can't. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Watch this thing turn around now and start to rally. And instead of losing 30 bucks, maybe I could have broken even. I'm done. You know what? Whatever. I don't know if you can hear that thumping noise. Basically, the piece of garbage upstairs has been for like almost an hour, making a sound like they're taking a rubber ball and just bouncing up against the floor and the wall, just bouncing it. Boom, 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 boom. There is no construction that requires you to be doing that in such succession, such consistent frequency over and over again for an hour. The only way you're going to do that is if you're just being obnoxious. And that's what they're doing. They're sitting up there bouncing a ball. And see how it stopped now? It stops because, like they always do, they wait till they hear me talking and then they're eavesdropping. Oh, now they started up again because they hear me talking about how they're not doing it. I I don't have the words to describe how much I hate the people upstairs. I really don't. Oh man. Anyways, so I know what Adam Mancini's newsletter is gonna say. He's gonna say that 4048 and 4044 were important supports. Once they were lost, then it was just game over from then, and we had a bounce at 4015, 4020. Actually, no, 4015. Where was this bounce? Where did I take it long? I think it was here. It was shortly after 10 o'clock. I took this long, and we got up to this point, and right before 4040, it rejected. This is where a short would have been good. And we came back down, retested 4005 support, which I think was a support as well. I need to adjust some of these levels. We came back up to VWAP, rejected, came back down, and it's just been falling since then. We have pretty much at this point lost almost all of the gains that were on Friday. If we get down to about 3980, that's pretty much where we were on Friday before we broke out. We are approaching, though, the bottom. You know what? I just realized this too. Hold on. I forgot I have this on 5 minutes. Oh, that's VIX. Look, we just got to this price level on the VIX. And that just happens to be confluent to 39. Oh, no, we already passed 3995. Yeah, there we go.
I'm an airhead too. I thought, oh, I got 38 bucks in my account. I can still trade some more. And I realized when we're getting out to this point, I was actually going to get in here. And I thought, wait a minute, I don't have $38 to trade. That's all I have in my account, period. After that big loss this morning, I only have 18 bucks in my account. So I thought about switching this over to a higher strike, but I decided not to. I decided, you know what, I've already suffered two losses in a row. Um, Wait, no, yesterday I didn't trade at all. Friday was a loss, but 13 bucks. Today was a big loss. How much was it that I lost in total? I don't remember. Yeah, it was like over 30 bucks. Yeah, it was over 30. I think it was like $32 I've lost because I was about 70 something dollars this morning. So yeah, big loss. Big loss. Anyways, we've already broken through here on VIX, so it's just going even further down. But what was I was gonna say? That I'm so mad that I didn't notice this. Although this happened before, but we remember I was in my first video I was talking about how it looked like we were rejecting from the top of the bull flag. And had I known that Powell was going to be speaking at 10, I probably would have maybe risked a short, maybe a strike price further out, maybe like 398, 399. But yeah, I don't know. Anyways, that was my update. I don't know. I don't see anything else worth mentioning. I could read Adam Mancini's tweet, but it's pretty obvious. He's gonna say, once we lost 4044, that opened up 4020. Once we lost 4020, that opened up 3995, or I guess 410, 415. And once that was lost, then we just dropped down here. So, yeah. What would have been ideal is if I had sold my original long, either to break even or for slight profits, and then been done. I couldn't do any more trading after that at that point. Or if I could have taken this short with the strike price further out, 400 wouldn't have worked. I would have had to, I don't feel like going through the whole, I hate this. 1, 2, 3. Let's try that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It is pretty sad to know that I could have gotten in earlier in that other strike. I mean, when I thought about going short here, I thought, oh, I couldn't afford it, but I could have chosen a strike price further out. I just didn't know how far down this would drop. But I could have gotten in here 10. I could have gotten a couple options at 8, 16. Yeah, I would have had enough money here, and this would have been good. But you know what? The thing that I always find amazing about trading is that you can always look left of the chart and find ways you could have made money. Always. It's what's happening on the right side that is a complete guess. A complete guess. I don't know. I'm trying to think, how much further could this fall? I mean, are we gonna retest? Are we gonna retest the downtrend line? I wonder. Let's see where that is in relation to E on ES. Why do I still have this in 5 minutes, man? Yeah, we're not that far. Another 40-point drop, and we're back to the January 22 trend line, at least from my chart. On SPY, 2 clicks, failed. 3 clicks, failed. 4 clicks, okay. Trash. Absolute trash. Fresh batteries, too. But then again, I think it's think or swim. I don't have that much trouble clicking things when I'm not doing this. We are at the bottom of the bull flag and a rejection here, it looks like. So, and again, head and shoulders. Why I didn't see this, I just don't know. And I don't think even Adam Mancini might have mentioned this. He did mention a triangle, and again, I don't know where he sees a triangle, but Yeah, I don't know. I think this is an inflection point. Something needs to happen here or slightly below if we're going with the ES bull flag. Otherwise, it's not that far of a drop before we retest the January 22 bearish trend line. Anyways, that's my update. Stupid updates, man. Okay, I checked Adam Mancini's tweet, and I also checked my email. Apparently, I missed a couple of work emails because Outlook didn't give me any kind of update. But it is a Microsoft product, so, and don't get me wrong, I think both Apple and Microsoft are trash. I wish I was a multi-billionaire and I can create my own company, but I probably would fail at that too. So, all right. I think this is an inflection point. I thought so. I looked at Adam Mancini's tweet, and 3995 is an important spot. Otherwise, we're going to drop down to 3975, which I mean is 20 points below. But it is kind of obvious we need to turn around here. Adam Mancini states that we need to reclaim 4020 for the rally to continue, which would be good for the seasonality chart to keep up with the seasonality chart. But my seasonality chart shows that we're going to drop until mid-March, so I don't know which one's right. But we may form a 15-minute demand here. I have to watch and see. I swear, even with my noise-canceling headphones on, I can still hear this moron pounding on the wall upstairs. I could take this long and see what happens, but I hate knife catching. I don't like going long when the majority of the day it's been trending down. I just don't see the point. At any point today, I should have turned around and taken this short, and I didn't. So yeah, I just don't see the point. But if bulls do turn this around between now and market close, and if they can recover some of their losses overnight, this would it might be a good swing, but I don't know. I'll have to see. But I'm gonna have to put this music on my headset loud, or I'm gonna lose my mind and snap. I tell you what, though, the ordinance requires that at 4:30 they stop making noise. If I keep hearing this pounding of the ball after 4:30, man. I just had an epiphany. When a day starts, I will either create a plan based on the pattern, or I'll just say I have no idea what's going to happen, and I'll just wait for a supply or demand to be formed, retest it, and just take that. But that's just too simplistic. For example, today, the only time a supply and demand formed that actually worked was here. This one is a supply and demand that was formed. In fact, it looks like a clean 30-minute supply and demand. It wasn't retested, but on a 15-minute, yes, we got a retest. In fact, if more than just a retest, it almost looked like it was going to break the demand zone. But my epiphany is that I sometimes will come up with a plan and say, okay, if this, then that. And that's basically the plan. So if we pull back to this point, then I'll take it long, right? And I realize I need to stop doing that. It's too one-dimensional. I need to start thinking of a plan to go long and a plan to go short. That's what I should start doing. Although I don't know what that plan would have been today. However, if I knew that Jerome Powell was speaking, then I would have been like, okay, you know what? If a demand or something forms, whatever. But when Jerome Powell was speaking, once this started falling, I should have just taken it short. And I should have thought, okay, where am I going to target? Excuse me, if this goes down. And I guess in this case, I would target the bottom of the bull flag, or I would target 4,000 on ES, and that would have been a good spot. Although this might have spooked me out of the trade. But again, we take a put at 400. Jerome Powell started speaking here, right? I mean, this this is a good trade right here. Just be done with that. And if I had taken a $35 trade or something like that, I probably would have had enough money, shockingly, to go back in again. Because this option, I bet you, has lots of volume today. But I could have gotten back in here, profited, could have gotten back in here, profited big. And I should also think, okay, what patterns are forming that might be bullish? What patterns are forming that might be bearish? And I'm still blown away at the fact that I did not see this obvious head and shoulders pattern forming right here. And it's already breaking down before even Jerome Powell spoke. So I've gotta do this. I think what I need to do is create like an itinerary in the morning. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this right now. Yes, save this for now. What would I title this? Trading plan morning breakdown. Breakdown? No, morning. I can't think. I can't focus. Morning. Trading plan list. Morning trading plan list. I mean, it's always gonna be morning, so I don't know why I should put that in there. Okay. Overall market sentiment. Should I bother even saying that? That's just kind of obvious. Overall market sentiment. What's the big picture? What's the very first thing I should look at? Yes. Find major patterns, i.e. head and shoulders, triangle. God, I'm such an idiot. What's another one? Bull flag, etc. Now, this is the epiphany. Find bullish and bearish structures or patterns. Find pre-market supply and demand. What you want, boy? Bro, you and I look like Alright, sorry about that. That was pretty much my best friend. Give me a call. Alright, here's a tweet from Adam Mancini. I knew he was gonna say something like this. After today's loss of 4040 to trigger the sell leg in ESF, 4015, then 3995 were targets, and so far no bounce off 3995. This puts 3975.78 next down. And yep, we're already at 3985. So back to square one, and the same zone we spent back half of February and November, December at. Needs about 3995 to rally now, directly to 4020. Oh, look at this. What's one guy he posted right after Adam Mancini's tweet? Made my weekly quota. Was short going into Powell this morning. Also shorted Apple yesterday. Well, at least somebody was smart and took it short. Meanwhile, my plan was to go long, which is why I'm doing this. All right, so what do we have? Trading plan list. Daily. Let's put daily. Daily morning, because I just need to put it. Trading plan. And forget the list. Just put plan. Find major patterns, i.e. head and shoulders, triangle, bull flag, etc. Find bullish and bearish structures or patterns and make a plan for both directions, or just both. Find pre-market supply and demand. Mm, strong. Find strong pre-market supply and demand. And I guess strong as in tested and maybe 30 minutes up. So for example, let's look for one here. Let's go to, this is 30. Yeah, this is 30. Let's auto zoom. Let's go back out a little bit. So here's a 30-minute supply that formed pre-market. Aftermarket, it came up, tested. So I guess I could have technically taken this and moved this down. Retested, and now we're dropping down. So this should tell me this is bearish. Then I got the head and shoulder pattern. So that's 2 confluences for it being bearish. And then if I had known about Powell's speech, 3 confluences for being bearish. Bullish, if I had to look for a bullish one, I've got this trend that formed that hasn't been tested. I had that support on ES, which was 4020. No, 4040. 4040 was supposed to be support from this morning. We had a little bit of a bounce here, but that's 30. So let's look at the 15. A little bit of a bounce here. Looked like it might go someplace, but then at 10 o'clock, obviously that all went to hell. Okay, what else? What else would be a good thing to think about? You know what I should do? I should type out. I should copy and paste this and type this out and then add this to my video every day. The plan. Type out the plan and talk about it in the video. So I think these 3 should be enough for now. I don't know what else to add here. Oh, you know what? Here's something else. Double check calendar. I hate the way calendar is spelled. Calendar. Double check calendar for news events, e.g. Papa Powell speaking. And let's specify this. And every morning I need to do this. All right. That should cover this. I may do one more video just to update what's happening with the market, but yeah, that's it. Oh wait, you know what? I do want to talk about this. I imagine if I had, used some brain power, what limited brain power I had, and decided, you know what? Let's go to 397. We're gonna keep going down. All this time, I could have gotten in here at 416. Let's see when my friend had called me. How long ago that conversation was. Yeah, he called me at 2:31. 2:31. Oh yeah, that was after that. Okay, so before he called me, I think, whatever, man. I could have gotten in here at any point today. Way back here, even if it was just for a few bucks, and just hope that this thing might fall. But this was the bounce at VWAP, the rejection at VWAP. But yeah, my brain was just locked in this one put, and I thought I can't afford this put, so I'm not gonna go in any. I could have just picked a further out strike and gotten in here. Hell, if I got a couple options here for 12 bucks, 10 bucks, 12 bucks, 14, 15, 16 bucks, I could have made up for my losses today and whatever losses I had last week. So I gotta get my crap together, man. I gotta really focus. All right.